generally to the essence of the economic situation in the country as Kenyans feel the pinch now,
Yes.
and that seems to be taking the energy of the festive season. Christabel, if I may come to you, Omoyo did mention a critical factor here that pertains the role of the parenting and the teachers here. But then again, when we talk about this peer influence on the outside environment, out of the confines of the sitting room that where the parenting institution does often undertake its mandate, is it perhaps that the contemporary society where the man and woman all work, giving way, or perhaps the vacuum that is leading to young people being engaged in immoral activities?
Yeah, it is true that parents are very busy trying to look for resources to take a good care of their children. But again, I think that a parent's greatest resource is the child. And so whatever they do, they must find time to spend with that child. Even in their busy schedule, they should create a situation where, like on a weekend, on a Sunday, they can be home with a child. And if it is such that they are so busy, they can always have some time off. Because I want to believe that all employers give room for leave. And when you have that time, it is good to spend a lot of time with the child. So while it is true that parents are busy, again, if you're going to be busy out there and then you're losing your greatest resource, then you're not helping society. Because again, when you're looking at these young people, they are the future that we are looking at. And so when you're looking at peer pressure, I think as a parent, you have a responsibility to know who is with your child at any particular time. And that is why you need to talk to your children and find out about their friends. When your children go out there to interact with others and they come back home, open a conversation and talk about their day. Because I think that is very important. And this should not come up in adolescence. Okay. Because it is important for a parent to build trust when the kid is still very young. For instance, a child at 8 years, for instance, 7 years, 9 years, it is possible to sustain a discourse with such a child. Okay. Just let them come to the house, talk to them about their day, whom they have interacted with. Because when you do that, you are able to capture the value system of the other person who is interacting with your child. It is also good to make an effort to know the parent to the child whom your child interacts with. Because I think, again, for most parents, if you ask them who is the father to your closest friend, what they call the BFF, yes, they don't even know. So I think as parents, we fail when we don't try to make an effort to find out the backgrounds from which our children come from. If we did that, I think it would be easy for us even to interact as parents, so that through the kids, we are able to create friendships as parents. So that if I'm saying that, okay, today my son is going to Omoyo's home, okay, I will not be worried. But again, if I hear today my son is going to maybe Jack's home and I have issues with the value system of those kids, then I'm able to sit down with my child, having given him a very strong basis for a value system, and tell them these people are not bad, yes, but these are things they do which are not good. And it is easier for somebody who is down to bring up somebody who is up, yes, than for somebody who is up to take up somebody who is down. Okay. And imagine when you talk to this youth, from my experience, they listen. When you take them, when you walk with them, just talking to them, reasoning with them, they are able to identify that I can interact with this person and I cannot interact with this person, and for these reasons. And you give them the confidence to be able to say no when such pressure comes their way. Okay.